All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the Akim. He's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. And I want to say blessings, send blessings the way of the sisters. Um, say blessings to the sisters out there that subscribe to this truth and truth and sincerity. All right. Just give me 1 second. I'm reading something on my phone. Satan Day. All right, Salaki about that. Dealing with, it's a full-time job being in this truth. If you considering doing this. Um, all right, so this is Second Timothy 4:3. All right, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and be turned unto fables. Verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure affliction, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thine ministry. All right, so um, I want to go into this today because just recently, you get caught up in watching these other camp videos and listening to their folly and what they breakdowns, and when you hear the madness and the proudness behind the madness, it makes you want to jump up and do a lesson on it, because we're passionate about this word. You don't want to hear no bullshit, man. All right, like we know that this word is a this word is likened unto a new song in the book of Revelation. All right. And it's like when you hear this, and you hear the prophets of the Lord, like the apostle Tahar on down, singing this song, is literally music to your ears. It's like, yeah, it rocks with you, it makes you feel things. It's like, you want to put on those noise counseling, not counseling headphones and just fall into it. But then when you hear another person come right along and try to sing the song, and they be missing notes, all right, missing notes, fucking up on stage, you literally want to be like, Apollo at the Sandman at the Apollo, if you if you're old enough to recognize that reference, I might put it in the subscription of what you want to do to these niggas, man. You want to hit them with a tomato or shuffle them, shuffle them off the stage, man. All right, but I realized myself. I heard somebody. I was listening to a brother talk, and they quoted this, and I was like, damn, that's it right there. It's to a point now where as we get closer and closer to the end, we're gonna hear worse and worse doctrines come out. It's gonna get worse. If you think the flat Earth was bad, if you think that you got these niggas teaching about the baptism, that we gotta go to the water, that we done heard the new moon is not biblical, it's the full moon, and it's Friday down to Sunday down, and people gonna start heaping onto these whole and it's really a virus to the body. So like I said, you just be wanting to attack it, but at the same time, I realize this truth is about the survival of the fittest, man. All right, the strong will survive. Like that's why it says enduring. So I realize every case is not a point to just draw down on a nigga like, man, yo, the fuck is wrong with you, man? Now, of course, if the spirit jump on me or jump on any brother, yeah, you're gonna jump on it, man. Because we're gonna let this foolishness slide. We're gonna, like the scriptures say, make full proof of our ministry. But the thing about it is that I'm speaking on a point of for one, for younger brothers, don't get caught up in the spirit and listen to this foolishness. Because like me and a brother was speaking on, when you listen to a group like Good Samaritans of Mac 10, I don't, me personally, I don't really, if I'm listening to an off group, it'd probably be them. Honestly speaking, um, you know, um, I can't really deal with, Nazariah like that. He's just a clown, like a real clown. But when I listen to these niggas, and if you don't have the spirit of discernment, or the spirit's not working on you to be able to fish through the bones, you're gonna get caught up, because they're gonna hit you with 1,001 scriptures, and you'll be like, damn, they did it, not knowing that they just off. All right. So you're gonna hear these off doctrines try to be pushed out there, and a lot of y'all gonna fall for it. That's the point. That's why in the parable of the sower and the sower, it says once the wicked one comes. All right. Some of you, the Lord did not choose you. You were called, but you're not part of the chosen. So that lustful doctrine is gonna come in, and it's gonna take you. It's gonna take you. That's why we gotta, like it says, I'm gonna read it again. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust. And you're gonna give into your own lust. It's gonna be something that may offend you, and you're gonna be like, nah, man, it can't be that. Yep, it's this. You're gonna go the way of wickedness. You're gonna be a backslider. All right, you're gonna backslide in this truth. All right, this truth was not set up to be super nice. You gotta think, we're building the kingdom, man. All right, and it's gonna be completely contrary to this kingdom. All right, so it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough points to deal with. But you gotta be like, man, I'm a fight through it, because this is the truth, man. If it says it in the scriptures, and the spirit revealed to you, that's what it is, then you gotta go with it. But you gotta prove all things through the scriptures, man. You can't lean upon your own understanding. All right. Um, and they shall heap to themselves teachers, all right, having itching ears. All right. That's why Nate is set up, IUIC is set up. All right, Gehenna is set up with the ISUPK. It's for people to heap onto themselves teachers that make them comfortable, man. All right, that's why the spirit of the Lord is sifting, man. Some of you don't make the spiritual cut. Verse 4, and they shall turn their ears from the truth. And we at GMS, all right, and anybody that knows the truth and the spirit has revealed it to them knows that the men of GMS, we have it. All right. Even if you don't call yourself under the banner of GMS, but you acknowledge the fact that GMS has the truth, you yourself got it, man. All right. That's just the facts, man. No different than myself when I came into the truth. All right. Nah, these men got the truth. It just so happens that I joined onto men that have the truth. So it's the men in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that's within GMS. All right. You turn your way from me. You turn your ear from us, man, because it's hard. It's raw. All right. You got to understand, just the Most High Yahweh is raw. He's the concentration. We're watered down versions of him. But even I say that to say that us men of the Lord, the prophets, are still stronger spirits than the rest of the nations and the rest of the people, man. Okay, that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we're able to endure. So the Lord is not going to have a watered down way of dealing with things. That's why I said GMS, we're not watered down. We're not going to sugarcoat it. All right, we're going to teach it the way that it's meant to be taught. We're going to cuss out who needs to be cussed out. We're going to do what we got to do in the spirit, man. All right, we're not watered down, man. The Lord is not watered down, and we're made in His image. And Lord willingly, if we be part of that number, we're the first fruits. We're the first fruits of the first spirits that were created. So they're not going to be weak and watered down. They're going to be, basically the elect is ancient men walking on the earth right now. That's what it is. That's why the elect of the men of GMS, we stand out. We stand out where we go. We ain't got to do the funny stuff shit, man. We ain't got to be like IUIC and wear fringes all the time for the sake of men to see you. And ISUPK the same way too. They be booted up, big big ass security bouncer boots. All right, these other clowns, man. We don't gotta do that. The Spirit bear witness that we are the children of Israel. All right, verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure affliction. And see, that be the problem. These niggas that fall off, they can't endure the affliction anymore. So that's when Satan got a weak spot on them. All right, here it is. Satan been hitting you over the head, hitting you over that head of that shield, the shield and the armor. He just got you weak at a spot, and then once he breaks that barrier, oh, he's in there. All right, you didn't endure. It might be that you gotta endure rebuke. It might be that you gotta endure catching hell in Babylon. It might be that you gotta endure infirmities in the body. All right. It might be that you gotta endure suffering wrongfully, right? But you don't endure. You give up the fight. And that's when Satan is like, boom, I got you. Like Satan, like the scriptures say, Satan goeth about looking to devour he who he can, basically. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but the fact of it is that Satan is looking to devour like a lion. All right. And when you understand how lions don't hunt for the fucking, sometimes you'll see a pack of lions that they know they can do it, and it's a big pride. They might hunt an elephant, right? They might try to take down an elephant, but for the most part, that's not what lions do. Lions is going to take down the baby gazelle, all right? The hurt buffalo, the hurt bison, or whatever the case may be. The hurt, whatever animal. They looking for the weak one. That's why you men. That's why I forgot what clown that was speaking on the fact of y'all lost some good men in GMS. First of all, it's clear those men, because the scriptures clearly say, but watch thou in all things, endure affliction. They weren't able to endure affliction and stay within the truth in the circle. So they're the weak. They were the weak ones of the camp. Those individuals Satan was able to jump on, and they were the weakest of the group. That's why they got cut. They're outcasts. When you watch that movie Divergent, you had a matter of fact, let me see, I might look that up. Divergent. All right, I can't remember the names of it, but basically, let me look. Divergent. Let's see, Divergent series categories. Factions. That's right. That's what they were called. The factions on Divergent. All right, and in the movie, you either did a test or you decided which way you wanted to go, so on and so forth. All right, and you had these different ones, and each one represented a type of person. All right, and then you had I forget which one it was. Like this was the lawyers, the smart ones, the passionate ones. All right. Um, Dauntless, they were the brave ones, the fearless ones, and I forget the other ones. Um, I don't remember the other parts, but the point of it is that there was a part where basically, um, if you didn't make it, you were basically an outcast, man. You just too weak. You were weak. All right, you just didn't fit the cut. You didn't fit. You weren't fit for the fight, and literally, that's them. They're not fit for the fight, so they get lost back. They get released. All right. So going back into the scriptures, I think I finished 2 Timothy. Yep, let's go on from there. Let's go to John. No, what's it, man? No, let's go to Second John. This is Second John 1 and um 1 and I started 7. This is Second John 1 and 7, and it reads, "For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that Yahweh Shai is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist." And you know, even if those men claim that they're teaching of Yahweh Shai, they might say in the beginning of their videos, "In the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai." They demons, man. All right, they're not professing in the truth, because the scriptures say to worship Him in the truth and in His spirit, man. And they're not abiding. Let's go to John 14 and 6. All right, and it says, Yahweh Shai said unto him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me." All right, so the truth is Yahweh Shai. In the scriptures, as we know in John, let's just go there. John 1 and 1 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was the power." All right, the same was in the beginning with the Most High, and all things were made by Him. Without Him was not anything made that was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light of men. All right, so this is talking about Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai Himself is the Word. All right, He says, "For lo, I come in the volume of the book." All right, let's just read this just to add to that point of this. The Word is the Lord, and the Lord was the creator of everything. All right, Yahweh Shai. This is Hebrews 1 and 1. No, one. I just jumped down to 1 and 2 to the point. And it says, "Hath in these last days spoken unto us by His Son, whom He hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also He made the worlds." All right. So Yahweh Shai is the creator of all things. The Word is Him. From Genesis 1 and 1 to the book of Revelation 22, it's all of the Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It's all of His Son. His Son is the Word. All right. So with that being said, they could say and say that they're proclaiming it in the name of Yahweh Shai, and that just clears them. But the truth's not in them, because they're twisting the words. They're not enduring in sound doctrine. All right, so they're taking away from the word which was made by Yahweh Shai, which is Yahweh Shai. All right, so they're basically confessing that Yahweh Shai never came in the flesh. That's basically what they're doing through the spirit. All right, this isn't just simply talking about so-called Christians or other religions. This is talking about men within the church of Israel. Let's see what that word "world" is, man. Let's just see what it is. Uh-oh. All right, it's cosmos. And like we know what when it says cosmos, that's in the world of Israel. All right. This isn't talking about the whole world. This is talking about if for many deceivers are entered into the world, in the world of Israel. All right. So you're gonna have men that call themselves Israelites. All right, Shalom. Returning back. Had some basically Satan just fucking with the computer. But you know, we ain't gonna let Satan we're gonna rebuke Satan ass, and we're gonna keep it moving through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemi Shai. And I just pray that me gonna minimize this part 1. And I pray Yahweh Shemi Shai put the spirit back on me to continue and edify the church, all right? So I believe I stopped at well, I'm gonna start over. We're gonna just build on it, man. This is Second John 1 and 17. All right, and I think I already went into the fact of the deceivers, all right, and entering into the world of Israel, cosmos, confessing that Yahweh Shai, because they're not with Yahweh Shai, all right. Because the scriptures tell you that the truth is Yahweh Shai, and He's the only way to the Father. All right, and if He doesn't know you, then the Father don't know you, basically. All right. So let's look at. I know I didn't look into this last, so let's look into this and just build upon this word deceiver. All right. See, wanderer. All right. I'm gonna play it actually. Let's play that.
Strong's G 4108. Planos. Planos.
All right. Wandering, rovering, misleading, leading into error, a vagabond, okay, tramp, an imposer, corrupter, deceiver. You see? And that's what these other men that's fell out the circle. All right. They wandered out of the way of understanding. And that's what we're witnessing is these demons assisting them into their own destruction. All right, because they didn't stay with the fold, they didn't stay in the fold of Yahweh Shai and in the truth. All right, and they're misleading the people because they're not staying on the straight. This thing is all about staying on a straight path, man. All right, and they're not doing that. They're wandering. They're all over the place. That wandering brings about wayward doctrines. That's what that waywardness. All right. Matter of fact, people say that. Let's look into that word wayward. Wayward. All right, wayward. All right, difficult to control or predict because of unusual or perverse behaviors. Synonyms: willful, headstrong, stubborn, obstinate. All right, and you know what the scriptures say about obstinate? Let's get that real quick. That's in. I'm gonna get that on my phone. Well, that's in Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 3:27, and it reads, "An obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin. In the punishment of the proud, there's no remedy, for the plant of the wicked, of the wickedness, plant of wickedness shall take root in him." You see, and that's these men, man. That go into these wayward doctrines. All right, they're not. There's no repentance for them. All right, because they're basically bearing false witness on Yahweh Shai, man. That's what they're really doing. They're claiming they're coming in the name of Yahweh Shai, and they're lying on the man. The man ain't never tell you all those breakdowns. All right, he ain't tell you that. You adding on to the scriptures, man. All right, so going back into Second John. All right, Second John. Um, Moving on to verse 8, it says, "Look to yourselves that you lose not the things which we have wrought, but that you receive a full reward." All right. And it says, "Look to yourself to not lose those things that we have wrought for." Let's look up that part. All right. What we have wrought for.
Strong's G 2038. Ergodzamai. Ergodzamai.
All right. Meaning do work. All right. The scriptures compare this truth to work, laboring, putting your hands on the plow. All right. And it's speaking of, okay, so we'll finish the definition of it. And to make gains by trade, do business, to do work, exercise, perform, commit. All right. So it's saying basically, look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have wrought for work for. All right. Part of that work is what the men before you have done, laboring for you. All right. Showing you the proper ways. All right. Suffering so that men can come in and get the right things and have the and gain knowledge through another man's experiences and so forth. So, and also through yourself, your own work through dealing with the scriptures. But part of that work is learning under your teachers. All right, that's part of it. There's learning the things that they labored to learn to teach. All right. All right. When you're in a classroom setting, all right, you go to college, you're in high school, whatever you're in, all right. You have to labor to learn what somebody else is teaching you, that they labored to learn so that they would be able to be in the position to teach. All right. And it says, but that we receive a full reward. And what's that reward? That reward is really the kingdom of heaven. All right. Salvation. All right. Because if you read in the book of Matthew 19 and 27, the disciples, they asked him, basically what was our reward for what we're doing? Because it's work. All right. Nobody likes to work for free. All right. And it says, and then Peter said unto him, and it answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahweh said unto him, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, the regeneration which the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that has forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or land for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. This is the kingdom. This is the reward for doing the work. All right, the wages. All right. So you got to not lose these jewels that you learned. All right. And hold fast onto them. All right. And that's what that's what these other Israelite men, or that they claim to be in the truth, have done, man. They taken these jewels or these pearls and trampled on it, man. They took the right breakdown, had it right, but nah, it's like, imagine if you're old enough to remember, or have you ever seen yourself a typewriter and you type up a piece of paper. Now, a typewriter is a much different item than a computer. All right, when you're typing on it, it's actual ink hitting the paper. So if a mistake happened, it takes time. You gotta reset it, pull it back, put the white out on the paper. It's a lot more than just simply hitting a delete button. So imagine you typed up an amazing paper, and then a nigga comes behind it with a pencil and scratches through it. All right, you're trampling on it, man, and you're gonna be pissed the fuck off. All right, reading on verse 9, it says, whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Yahweh have not the Most High, but he that abideth in the doctrine of the anointed, he hath both the Father and Son. You see, you have to abide in the doctrine, the truth. All right, that's what you're supposed to do. Right, but like we said from the first and 2 Timothy 4 and 3, that many shall not endure sound doctrine. All right, they're not strong enough. All right, Shalom back again. Third time Satan is working on these little computer demons, but like I said, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, we gonna keep pushing, man. Ain't nothing gonna stop this word from coming out, man. If I gotta do all kind of editing to bring it together, to hell with it, man. All right, so keeping moving on, it says this is 2 John 1 and 10, and it says, no, I'll read 9 again. All right, second John 1 and 9. All right, whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Yahweh shall not have the Most High. He that abideth in the sound doctrine of Yahweh he hath both the Father and the Son. All right, so let's go to John 7 and 16. And it reads, Yahweh answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. And if any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of the Most High or whether I speak of myself. And that's these niggas, man. They speaking of themselves, man. It's not the doctrine of the Most High. The Most High clearly told us what we supposed to say and speak and be about, but that's not what they're about. So they're speaking of themselves, and that's why they're proud as all hell. Like they just got it all super figured out. Verse 18, he that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory. And it's clear that these niggas, man, they want their own glory, man. All right, they want to be that guy. They want to be number uno. You know what I'm saying? Uno number. You know what I'm saying? Number one, man. Neo. But he that seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. All right. So going back to John 2:1, I'm sorry, Second John 1, and let's go to 10. If there come any unto you and bring not his doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. All right, so you ain't supposed to have no dealings with no niggas that's going off in the doctrine, and that's why we know that these other groups outside of the fold, they're off because they all give each other passes. All right, show me a video where Sakari is rebuking the church, the Shied and Tried and Refined, for what they may say, or show me a video of Shied, Tried and Refined rebuking the Good Samaritans, or show me a video of the Good Samaritans rebuking IUIC, or show me a video of IUIC rebuking ISUPK, show me a video of ISUPK rebuking GOCC, all right, and everybody in between, HODC. They don't do it, all right. They bid each other Godspeed, all right. But what does the scripture say? If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. All right, let's see what Godspeed is.
Strong's G 5463. Jairo. Jairo.
All right. He needs to be glad. All right. To rejoice exceedingly, to be well, thrive, and salutations, hail, at the beginning of a letter to give one greeting or salute. So it ain't even no salute, because when you salute a brother, when you give him that Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah, that's really putting a blessing on a brother. And that just go to show you how these individuals are cursed. All right, they're cursed because of how of their wicked ways. All right, so you're not even supposed to give them blessings. Not even supposed to give them, salute them, man. All right, you're supposed to be like, to hell with this nigga. Let's go from there to that, after that point. Let's go to Psalms 119. All right, Psalms 119. Psalms 119, and my computer's on that fuck shit tonight, man. Satan, you're not gonna win. Hey, it's all good. You know what? I got a phone. Let's pull it up on my phone. I'm not gonna wait on this. All right. Let's go there. This is Psalms 119. All right, Psalms 119 and um Psalms 119 and where are you? She's just trying to throw the spirit off on me. I cannot find what I'm looking for. That's all. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna just close. Where we at, man? If I feel like it, if the spirit put on me, I'll put it on in the post production, since I gotta do all this editing now. So basically, you're not supposed to give these men no, you're not supposed to bid them Godspeed, man. All right, because they're not part of the fold. They're basically a wicked nigga of Israel, and the Lord's going to destroy them. So why would you bid them Godspeed? Why would you, that's like you walking up to a random nigga in the world, all right, a random nigga, and just being like, hey, how about you, like, no, that's off. So you don't do it to these niggas, man. You just piece them and keep it moving, man. Right? Because it says, verse 11, for him that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds. Because you're basically in agreement with him. You don't see that this guy's a cursed individual and you want to stay the hell away from him. All right? So with that, I'm going to close up there and say, brothers, stay in the spirit, stay tight, keep fighting. And until next time, shalom.